37-year-old Tiara Walker died because of Texas's abortion ban. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. That is what happened. She was hospitalized multiple times and was cared for by over 90 physicians, 21 of whom were specialized in obstetrics and gynecology, and not a single one of them offered her an abortion. She specifically asked for one in her first trimester because of how sick she was, and was told that as soon as they got her problems under control, things should be fine. The problems they were talking about were actually eclampsia. She had high blood pressure and she was having seizures. She also had a blood clot in her leg that was so severe they had to actually go in and physically remove the clot, which is a very rare thing to have to do. If she had gotten the abortion that she wanted, she would probably still be here and she'd be able to take care of her son, who was 14 at the time. But instead, because Texas has such severe penalties for any healthcare workers or anyone actually who helps someone to obtain an abortion, she was never offered one. And she passed away at 20 weeks of gestation at home. Her son had to do CPR on her while waiting for paramedics to arrive. This is why I often give a reminder that the so-called exceptions in these bans for the health of the pregnant person aren't really exceptions. They are very, very hard to access because who knows what it means for the life of the pregnant person to be threatened. One could argue that the first seizure she had was threatening her life, but clearly the physicians caring for her did not feel they could make that argument. And when you're holding a 100-year prison sentence over people's heads, they will not want to take that risk. That is human behavior. That is extremely predictable. And this outcome of women dying, disproportionately women of color dying from these abortion bans, was extremely predictable. Yet legislators in these states refuse to make exceptions that will actually protect the lives of pregnant people because they're worried then too many people might have that life-saving treatment. So the next time you hear them talk about a policy that they call pro-life, what you should actually hear is pro-death, because that's what this is.